Hey guys, anybody that tells you that natural 4C hair, especially in your 50s, is not work, is not telling you the full story. I'm here to tell you that I'm very thankful to be all natural, other than, some permanent hair color that I throw on from time to time. I'm very thankful to have my natural 4C hair at 58, and then to have it to be a very decent length. But I'm here to tell you that it's work. And you may have seen my pre-poo treatment videos, part 1 and part 2, where I did this ghee overnight treatment as a pre-poo treatment. And then later I'm going to show you the results of shampooing it with some products by Aloe. But today I realized that the dryness that I feel from my hair after deep conditioning and using some of the products that I use by Qhemet Biologics, as well as moisturize during the week after I work out. My hair is just notoriously dry, no matter how much water, how many vitamins I take. So I am going to put in some aloe. And what I did today was I cut up the aloe plant, like I mentioned in the video that I think talks about Game Changer Part 1, that has helped me to retain length over the last year and a half that I never had in my entire life. And so what I was going to do is let you guys walk through the first section with me before I take down the other sections. Oh my goodness, take down the other sections, but I like to hydrate it first. And I should have done that before I dragged you guys on this journey with me. What I'm using, and I'm such a chicken, in the bathroom I normally have the exhaust fan on, and I have my little menopausal friend fan that keeps me from spontaneously combusting a lot of times when I'm getting ready. But this is a product by Paul Mitchell. It's their Awapuhi Moisture Mist, which is something that I always have with me, because what you really have to do is add a little moisture to your hair before you put any products on it. It helps your hair to retain moisture better. So that's the first step. And then here's the little aloe product that I had from the baby aloe plant that was the only one that I could find when I went to the grocery store. So it's not quite through dripping, but my husband's taking a shower and then we're going to eat dinner. So I wanted to at least do one of the plaits before he comes. And you see how slimy the aloe plant is. And so I use quite a bit on a section, especially these back sections, and then I just like run it through and just keep rubbing it and go from the root to the ends. And a lot of people talk about aloe itching. You should probably do a skin test or patch test first in order to make sure that it's not an issue for you. It is not an issue for me at all. In fact, I've never felt any kind of discomfort from using the aloe on my hair or on my scalp. So I'm thinking that it should be okay for you if you do like a little patch test and just see, but it really works wonders in terms of detangling, hydrating, and I think that aloe actually helps your hair to grow. Just do a search on Google, like for the benefits for the hair of aloe, and you'll see some of the great things that come with it. And I'm just going to put this down and I'll just clean it up later, but just trying to pull, you see how goopy it is? And some people have asked me, like, why don't I use juice? And I know that Natural 85, I think she has a recipe for juice. Juice might work better for you, but the gel worked perfectly for me. And I'm the kind of person who, if I find something that works, that's what I stick with. I don't just, especially at 58, I'm tired of like just being driven by every wind and fad that comes along YouTube where I start just trying something new. Ain't nobody got time for that anymore. I'm just tired and I just want something that works. And the fact that I'm combing through my hair this easily, this works for me. And this allows me to keep my hair plaited and in a protective style for at least 2 weeks. And so that's a really big thing for me. And you need to figure out what works for you. And if this works for you, then I would highly recommend that you give it a shot. And then after I put the aloe on it and just rub it through as much time as you have, and then you'll see how good it feels. It feels so nice and smooth. And then after that, I use Qhemet Biologics Aethiopika, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. They're Hydrate and Twist Butter. What I do is I get, a little goop of it in my hands, and I rub it, let it melt a little bit. And then I start with the ends because, if your ends are dry, if you don't hydrate them, you're not going to experience major growth retention. So get it, your hair is growing, whether it's natural or whether it's relaxed, it's growing. But whether you retain length, that's the issue that many Black women suffer from, especially those of us with natural hair. But even when your hair is relaxed, if it's not hydrated, and if you're not protecting those ends, you're not going to experience the growth or retain the growth that you like. Like, never in my life has my hair been below my breast. And so it's just such a blessing, especially to be like postmenopausal, to be 58, like I'll be 60 in less than 2 years. And just to experience this late in life, it's such a blessing. That's why I decided to share with people, especially young people too, because it is possible for us to have longer, healthier, and fuller hair, regardless of our age and whether or not we decide to be natural or relaxed. We definitely can achieve it. So this is feeling really good right about now. I could, if I had taken out the plait that's on the top part, it would be a lot easier. But the third thing that I do is, this is a mixture of like the aloe plant, like the leftover pieces of the leaf that are near the top of the stalk, that I put in a saucepan with a little olive oil, rose hip, as well as avocado and avocado oil. Those are the 4 like little oils that I just put in no particular measurements. And then I also add a little peppermint oil and rosemary, just in case those things do help, in terms of scalp health, and also with hopefully helping my hair to grow. And I'm trying to rush again before my husband starts trying to come out or starts trying to talk. But you can like section it a lot more carefully than I'm doing right now. And then I just like put a little bit like this, and then just start from the ends and work my way up all the way to the top of the roots. And then I'm going to comb this one more time. Gently, take your time. Don't do this when you're rushing like I am. That's why I'm just going to do one section. But and I'm using a detangling comb. You saw I used the wider tooth comb initially, and then just trying to get these tangles out, because you don't want to leave your hair plaited for a few weeks if it's not detangled properly. And so that's what I'm just going to do one more time before I actually plait this up. And then I can let my husband come down, we can have dinner, and you guys can use your imagination for the rest. Or maybe I'll even come back and show you how I do my protective style during the week. So here we go. Let's just do a little plait situation. And these are the plaits that I dreamt of as a little girl growing up in the projects of Augusta, Georgia, when I thought that my hair just wouldn't grow. It was just that we were so rough with it. I had a perm at 9, and there was no protective styling, and there was just a lot of rough handling, and a lot of grease and not much else, not much care. So now, it's a new century and a new day in Black hair care, and so we can have the longer, healthier, and fuller hair that we've always dreamt of. And I'm here to share my experience, and hopefully that will help some of you out there experience the hair of your dreams like I'm having right before I turn 60. So I may come back if I get a free moment, but otherwise, hopefully this helps get you guys started. Maybe I'll give an alternate plan too if you can't find aloe in your area, because it might be seasonal, and then maybe we'll come up with something else that you can do to hydrate your plaits while you do protective styling, because that's definitely a game changer in terms of getting your hair to the length that you want to get it to. So see, that's not too bad, right? So I'm going to pull this up, eat my dinner, and then do the plait in the back and do the bun that that has a plait. I'm still plaiting. I'm still plaiting. Then we're going to get the scissors and we're going to trim a little bit. There we go. Yay. Okay, I ate dinner and I did the second largest plait. So now I have the bun on top. I've unplaited it while my husband and I watched a show, and as I finished my dinner. So now I'm going to spray this and put the little bit of aloe that I have left and try to comb this through so I can start the work week. Okay, I've sprayed it and tried to moisturize with water as much as possible. And so now I only have a little dab of the aloe goop left because I had a really small plant, which is why I didn't split the front into two sections like I did before. So I'm just going to use the last bit that I have to try to hydrate the ends and try to get to the root if I can. What I might do is let my hair go into the bowl and get whatever's left in here out. But yeah, trying to get to the root and then going all the way down to the ends. But normally I have a lot more than this, but you just have to work with what you have sometimes, right? It's mainly the back that I wanted my plaits to be coated. So I think this is a good start. I could do more on the roots if I had some more. You see, like it's coated nicely, and I'm just going to comb it through, taking my time, and this way that my hair over the next 2 weeks, you know, I could take it down after a week if I wanted to have it down like you saw me with it, where I was going out and about. If I just moisturize it, it would look good. In fact, my husband said he thought it looked pretty good when he came home. So it's not like I couldn't wear my own hair if I wanted to, but I'm just trying to give it a break. And the protective styling definitely leads to a lot of length retention. So, you know, once I put that on, I'm going to go back to the Aethiopika. There's just a little bit more left here. Get it out. You know, it can't hurt. I just try to get every last drop out, and a larger plant gives you more yield, but all I could do is all I could do. I did buy a new plant for 2 weeks from now because I wanted to make sure I have some in case the grocery store runs out again like they did. And again, just get a little goop of the Aethiopika hair butter into your hands, let it melt, let it do its thing, you know, rub it on, you know, from the ends. You can get some, you know, starting at the root as well, in the front, you know, however you want to do it. The edges don't need it as much, but it's mainly the length of your hair where you want to make sure that it's nicely moisturized for that 2-week period that you're going to leave it in plaits or in whatever protective style you might have. A lot of times when I'm going places, this is the part that would be up in a bun, and the plaits in the back, I would just pull it in the front. And so, you know, just go through that, take your time, and then you can just plait it if you'd like. But also, I put some of the oil that I make from the aloe plant and put it in the open scalp. Since this is a bigger section, I would definitely part it. Put some in there. And I'm starting to sweat already. But what you could do is just add a little bit extra oil to the ends. And either you could plait it, or you could pull it up. Where's that? Oh, I know. I'm so silly. If you don't pull it up into a bun, you could, you could pull it up into a bun using the hairband that I was looking for that I had on the two plaits in the back. And like, this is what I would do if I were going to go, work out, or if I were going to go, somewhere and I wanted to have my hair pulled up. A lot of times I'll just pull it, through the band like that. And then what I like to do is take the plaits and pull them around to the front like that. And then, see, I could go somewhere just like this. In fact, I took a picture in Martha's Vineyard with my hair like this. It just wasn't lopsided. What did I just do? Oh, it needs to be like that. Okay, I went to look in the mirror and I got it to be less lopsided. But I'm going to get a brush in order to make the ends go down more. Could put a little gel on it or whatever, and also a little hair mascara to touch up the gray. But other than that, that's not bad, and this feels so nice and hydrated. But the only problem is, the reason why I'll need to plait this is because it's going to tangle after about a week of just being loose. That's the type of hair I have. Maybe you don't have that hair. If not, then you don't have to worry about it. But if your hair tangles a lot, it might be better to like split this into two ponytails, or maybe just like leave it in the bun and pull it forward and put it in a plait like you saw me with it before. All right, thanks guys.